Alright, welcome back YouTube. It's been a few days. As promised, I took a little bit of time off this last week because my private pilot check ride was on Thursday. I posted a couple of other videos, not sure if anybody's seen them or not, but happy to report I did pass my check ride. So what has been an extremely long process, a little over 30 years, is finally come to a conclusion, and I am a licensed pilot. There's more to be done. I still need to get a tail wheel endorsement if I ever want to fly the plane that I'm actually building. But it feels pretty good to have that done. I started when I was 16, and life and everything else got in the way. Finally managed to finish getting it done. So anything's possible, no matter how long it takes you. So next, do some more flying. Like I said, tail wheel endorsement. I'll probably work on an instrument rating at some point while I'm still building this plane, just to keep flying and get some stuff done. So right here, you see me marking out the lines showing where that tie-down hole is going to be. So when we put the leading edge on later, we can drill that hole out. I was finally able to do those bottom skins on that left wing, thanks to the fact that I just got an extra 200 silver clecos in. So I think that brings my grand total up to like 700 clecos now. 700 of the silver ones. That's just crazy to think there's that many. So that whole process, you saw I was just checking for wing twist again before I final drill this. I want to make sure that wing is perfectly straight before all these holes are final sized. You can see the plumb bobs are still just kind of hanging there. I will probably check it again before I rivet it, just to make sure there is no twist in these wings. But I've got both wings straight to within 3 decimal places from end to end. I'm pretty happy with that. So now it's just final size drill all these holes to number 40. I'm just using the reamer to do all of these. I've definitely decided I prefer the reamer. It makes a much cleaner hole if there's already a hole there and I'm just final sizing. If I have to make a hole, then obviously I need a drill bit. Those wing stands are working out perfectly. I'm very happy with the height that I picked. Works out great to just sit on my ass and slide across the floor and do what needs to be done. I don't have to get on a step stool or anything else. It's a good height. And now my new favorite method, I go through and just mark where all of the clecos are before I move them. I found since I started doing this, I have no issue with making sure I don't miss any of the holes. There have been times in the past on the tail where I got to a hole that I realized I didn't final size when I went to try and dimple it or something. Just move the clecos over and re-drill the rest of the holes. I'll spare you some of that, and you see I'm finishing up all the final sizing. Now I'm writing on the skins, just writing that they have been final sized. Where the skin goes, a little note to myself to dimple this side, just in case I get mixed up later on. Because these are going to come back off now, and they're going to stay off for quite a while. Back to the shelf they go. Alright, so this is Friday, June 28th, 2024. This was the next day. Decided to go ahead and start working on that leading edge. The whole goal is just to get the left wing finally caught up to the right. As this video is being posted, I'll be out there cleaning up those ribs and getting them primed and painted so I can assemble it. I don't know if I'll video assembling it, since I've already got the other video of riveting together the other leading edge, but we'll see. So the wife came out to hang out and help me do this last night. Made quick work of it. Right now I'm just fluting the nose ribs, which is just the process of putting a little tiny dent in the flange to help pull it together to straighten them out, because when those get stamped they get a twist or a curve into them. So I'm straightening those. She's working on getting the vinyl off of the skin for the left wing. And we're pulling up some reference videos because this is the first time I've had that left leading edge skin out, and you see there at the bottom it's got an access hole in it. And I just want to make sure that was right, and I thought I knew what that was for. I figured it was for the stall warning device that's supposed to go in that wing. But I wanted to make sure. The plans don't really show it very well. You've got to go look at a optional set of plans to see the assembly of all of that. And I will not be installing the regular stall warning device in that wing, which that skin has that access panel, so that'll go in there, but it also has a few extra holes in the leading edge over there that you're supposed to cut open to stick a little tab through that's on a micro switch. I'm not going to do any of that, so at some point I'm going to fill those holes in just to make that leading edge clean. And the reason I'm not going to install it isn't that I'm not going to have stall warning on the plane. The avionics that I'm going to put in with the pitot static system that I have is going to calculate and do the stall warning for me. So I'll have AOA capability with the pitot probe that I'm going to have. So I won't need the traditional little flap out there. Anyhow, the ribs are all straightened. So we're putting everything in the cradle and getting it clecoed together so we can go stick it on the wing and do all the final size drilling. Again, this went much, much faster with an extra set of hands. And she is faster at clecoing than I am, but I won't tell her that. This side went together much, much easier than the other side. Didn't have to fight near as much to get all of these holes lined up. So I don't know if starting on the top, not top, but the bottom side, back edge first and working towards the nose seemed to actually help pull the skin down and give it room. So it's the nose part that usually gets to be the toughest. And we had a couple that were a little bit of a pain, but not bad. If I sound off, I apologize. Getting over the head cold, whatever thing that seems to be going around in the house right now. Alright, so there it is going up on the left wing. So what you can't see from this camera angle is there are number 30 rivets that are going to go in through the main spar into the back of those nose ribs, and you see me putting the clecos in to hold those in right now. So those need to get final size drilled as well. So watch this. Nope, I just bent the shit out of that bit. Oh my god. It's so long and this thing spun so fast.
I wouldn't even, nope. I would throw that straight in the trash.
Yeah, straight in the trash it went. So I have that new right angle drill and that thing is insanely fast. I don't know what the gearing is in it, but I put the 12-inch number 30 bit in it and gave it the old spin to make sure it was working right. And yeah, the thing is just so long, and that thing spun so fast that it instantly went out of balance and caused the bit to bend in like 2 different places. So, lesson learned. I've got another 12-inch number 30 bit on order, but I was able to get in there with the shorter bit. Just had to be more careful of the chuck around the ribs as I got up there. But I figured I'd slow that down so you could enjoy it as much as I did when I realized what I had done. So now that those are drilled, going through and final size drilling the number 40 holes through the skin. And something I didn't do while it was up on the wing, and I'm realizing it now watching the videos, I should have put that bottom skin back on temporarily so I could extend those lines to the hole for the tie down and make sure it's centered. But not a big deal. It's something that can be done later on. I didn't even do the lines on the other one. I just trusted that the hole was in the right spot, and it worked out fine. So we'll see. If it's off a little, it's not terribly critical. It's on the bottom of the wing, and it's a tie down hole. So yeah, I'm just final size drilling, and she's going on behind me and moving the clecos over. I think this entire leading edge fit up and final drilling took maybe an hour total. It went really, really quick. So having help helps a lot. Like I said, I'm getting ready to go out there now and finish prepping and cleaning those ribs and get everything primed and riveted together. Don't know if I'll video it or not, but this is all to get to the point of hopefully start working on some fuel tanks. That'll be where the scary stuff starts. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed it. Come back for some of the newer videos, or go look through some of the old ones if you've got questions about things, and I will see you all on the next one.